I grew up around horses. My father, he used to do dressage and show jumping. So actually he was from Beijing from the very start and was one of the first person who started stables, like a riding club. So he had a lot of horses, built his stable complex and had a lot of people riding and training and doing all these things with horse riding. And the thing is that China was a very, it was a place where the horseback riding wasn't that developed, or at least they had a very long tradition of horseback riding, and then it disappeared because of the revolution, the Cultural Revolution. So after that, there was a lack of knowledge. So my father wanted to seek knowledge and to learn about horses, and he ended up in Sweden. So he went to this place called Flyinge and worked there. And during those years, I was born in Flyinge. So I have always lived around horses. Ended up playing actually in the Falsterbo horse show. I was invited to play in one of the gala night dinners. So I played a concert, and after the concert, the people from Hanel Dressage Stable approached me, and they were so enthused of my music, which made me so happy. And we kept in touch ever since, and it's been 2 years now. And I think we are both people who want to create something. And we just talked and shared ideas about like, what can we do, like music, dressage, this is brilliant. We should play with the grand piano next to the horses. So we ended up making this video, putting the grand piano in the middle of the arena. I have never seen in my life a dressage rider riding to live music, at least not the grand piano, which is my horse, so to speak. So I think we managed to actually create something new out of something that isn't new. Music is nothing new in dressage, and music is also like such a big part in what is similar to dressage, dancing. And I think dressage is like a type of dancing to the music. The horse and the rider is doing lovely movements to the music with rhythm and everything. So I think it should be obvious that we have live music to dressage riding and freestyle. So we made it. Yeah, we did it. So I think this is something very new and that hasn't been seen before. Music is something that isn't new in dressage. It's a very big thing in dressage to choose very good music that the riders like to make their cure and program for. But having live music to dressage is something I have never seen, at least. So I think we made something quite fun and something creative, which I'm very happy to be a part of. Every move that you make in dressage, like every single step that you take, says something. It's like it has a feeling. It has an energy, and let's say if you have freestyle with the music, it really, you're in a storytelling. You're to show emotions, and that's so similar to music, that every note I press and every rhythm that I make has some sort of meaning. What is art and what is beauty? I think art is created and beauty is created when two things meet, usually. So let's say for me, I'm creating the beauty of music and art and everything with me as a person meeting my instrument, my horse, my grand piano, and in the other case, the horse, of course. And what is needed here is the gestures and the hints that we give our instrument, and we create something together. So I can show my piano by a very fast movement, oh, then it came a sound, and I can play very, very softly. And whatever I do as a musician, my instrument reacts just like the horse reacts to its rider. And this is a type of meeting, but also a communication. And I think what is really beautiful with horses and dressage riders, it's really that there is an amazing amount of communication going on between the rider and the horse. And it's so lovely to see how the dressage rider is becoming one with their horses. Another example is a painter can create art by meeting his pencil in his hand and meeting the canvas. It's always a meeting between something. So I think what we have managed to create here is a meeting which is quite new, I have to say. I've never seen this before. It's a meeting between me as a musician who's already having some sort of communication between my instrument and the dressage riders here in Hanel dressage stables, between their horses. So there are two things going on, but then we get all together and we are meeting everyone all in the same time. So it's four things. It's the grand piano, it's me, it's the dressage riders, it's the horses, and we all become one. I think this is what we have created, something really great and really beautiful. Just simply said, it's just beauty. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the music that I'm actually playing, which is Beethoven. So this is a clip that is not very long. It's like a bit less than 1 minute, I think, around 1 minute. And this music, the original length of this piece is around 15 minutes. So I had to do my reduction to the music. So I took a part from here and I took another part from here in the music and I put them together so they made a nice entirety for the video clip. And I tried to be as respectful as possible to the music that we are using, which is Beethoven. And so I didn't want to change too much details in the music. Of course, I can do that, but then it's not Beethoven anymore. So what we have is actually really like 99.9% Beethoven. And the music is very, it has two sides, I think. It has a side that is very, very soft and delicate. And I think that reflects very well to dressage and riding horses, that as a good rider and a good equipage, you need to be so sensitive and so reactive to your horse. And same the other way around. The horse is paying attention to you. There's like a communication between the rider and the horse. So I think in the music, this sensitive part really reflects the sensitiveness as a horseback rider and horsemanship, the relationship between human and horse. And the other part in this music is very intensive. There's a lot of energy, like my left hand is doing like this vibration, which is called a tremolo, and I'm playing furiously, like you can see in the video. And I think this really reflects the movement in riding. So one funny thing that happened during the recording was that the piano was standing like this, open, in the riding hall, indoors. And Lovisa, the rider, came with her horse, Lugardo, and came to the piano. And Lugardo was so curious, just sniffing the piano, like, what is this? I've never seen something like it. And his nose was so cute, started to touch the keys, like making sound. It was quite amazing. You can ask yourself, how many times does a horse get to play the piano? I wonder what Lugardo was thinking when he was playing the piano. Maybe he played the piano in his previous life, I don't know. He seemed to enjoy it anyhow. When I play the piano, something that I aim for to happen is to end up in this state called flow. And for me, it is a state when I'm just playing the music, I know everything, I know what to do, and I just stop thinking. And I just, close my eyes sometimes, and suddenly I'm not longer in the same room anymore. I travel somewhere else with the music. It's a storyline. It could be about love, about someone's life, or a historic place, like a time period. It's like I'm playing the music of, in this case, Beethoven, and he was living in the end of the 18th century. So I like enter a teleport and move to the 18th century, and sometimes I even start to feel like I'm Beethoven when I play his music. It's like it really embraces me entirely. And one thing that we tried to express with our video is that music can actually bring you so much imagination that you